Hey, I'm Liz Wald. It's Web3 Wednesday. This week we're going to talk about Apple's $3,500 foray into the metaverse. So last week, Tim Cook and the team at Apple announced their new Vision Pro headset that you'll be able to wear to get into the metaverse. And it's made by Apple, so you know it's going to be nicely designed. People are calling it the Tesla of headsets. And when you go into the metaverse, you're actually going to be able to have legs, which is something you don't have when you wear the Oculus. So that is a nice step in the right direction. Apple has a long history of delivering products before we even know we need them that we end up loving, right? And this one is going to have all these beautiful bells and whistles like 4K imaging. It's going to be lightweight. You're going to have tracking with your eyes and hands. That means you don't need to use handsets, which if you ever use an Oculus, you have these little handheld handsets, and one of mine is always failing, so it's quite annoying. And this will also connect with Siri, things like that. The Apple fanboys will no doubt be waiting in line to get one of these. The media has been covering it pretty heavily. And, it could be the thing that helps push mainstream adoption of regular everyday users experiencing the metaverse. It will no doubt connect with Apple Pay and the rest of the Apple ecosystem. And maybe people will actually get a crypto wallet because they'll want to connect that to this device. So that's the good part. The bad part, it feels a little late. Apple usually comes out with things early, before we even know we need them, like the iPhone. This feels late. There was a lot of internal skepticism about it and delays, and they made manufacturing compromises. For example, you have to have a battery pack that attaches with a cord. A corded device in these days seems really out of date. And $34.99 price point. So when that was announced, there were actual loud groans and laughter from the audience. Like, you've got to be kidding me. The Oculus launched in 2016 for $600, and now you can get it for $300 or less. So $3,500, even for Apple, feels crazy high. And then there's the big unknown. So they're calling it the Vision Pro because they want to really stay away from the word metaverse. I've talked in previous weeks about how the idea or the concept of the metaverse is sticking around, but people really don't like to use the word. And Tim Cook really thinks that AR, or augmented reality, is going to have more long-term potential than virtual reality. The idea that you can go to a concert in the real world, but have some augmented reality features, special things that can happen at the concert, to make it even kind of take it to that next level, is probably going to be more interesting to most of us than just living in total virtual reality worlds. And this display, if you look closely at the picture that I have on the slide, you can see the eyes of the model through the headset. So you're going to be able to see people's facial expressions a bit, and people that are not wearing the headset, it'll feel a little bit more integrated with them, kind of. Not really sure. It didn't really work with Google Glass. I'm not sure it's really going to work here, but remains to be seen. So I would love to know if anyone drops the $3,500 to buy one of these things and lets me know how they enjoyed it. I will not be doing that, but I'm happy to give one a test drive if someone wants to send me one. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next week on Web3 Wednesday.